myself yesterday for a PSA test, and we shall see where it's going. And if it's gone up again, then I'll probably have another PET scan or a PSMA scan, which is apparently a bit more precise.
That must do a lot to the mind. You know, what are you thinking as, you know, sometimes the PSA level is, you know, normal and then it goes up and down. Like, are you, you know, do you have any like anxiety, you know?
Yeah. I think the biggest thing that I had, when it began to go up consistently the first time, I was disappointed. I thought, oh, body, you betrayed me once. You know, this is a suicide mission if you rebel anymore, because, you know, you lose. So just stop doing this. And it was really bizarre because I also felt it was actually much more upsetting when it began to go up, when it relapsed, than it was the first time around. Because the first time around, I had built myself into the situation with the various things. Once you've established that it might be prostate cancer, you come to the conclusion that almost certainly is prostate cancer. So being told it's prostate cancer just confirms what you already know. Some people are surprised and horrified, and it tends to be, when I describe this to folk, it's almost like a lack of reaction. It's almost like a relief. Well, at least I know what it is now. That tends to horrify, but I think what it underlines is that every person being given a cancer diagnosis is individual. And medics are often surprised when I say to them how I reacted, but then they then go on and encounter somebody else that reacts in a similar kind of way. You know, you just know, for some, it is a bolt from the blue. You know, never expected this for a second. For me, it was just confirmation of something I already knew. But the relapse, that was something else. This was like, we've done this cancer trick, you know. We've ridden that horse, we've let it go off into the prairie. We don't want it to, you know, it can go away somewhere else. But you know, the damn thing came back and began riding around the corral once more and insisted I get on it, which was even worse.
So each time, like, how often do you get your PSA levels checked? Like, what happens after prostate cancer and then you've had a relapse? Like, what's the schedule?
Okay, the way it starts off, after the first set of treatment, I had my PSA measured every month. And the blood would be taken from me. I would go and see the oncologist a few days later and begin the result. Then, because it largely stabilized, it wobbled a bit, but this is to be expected because I still have my prostate. Then that went to every 3 months, then it went to every 6 months. But when it began to relapse, it went back to every 3 months, and it stayed round about every 3 months since. I mean,